Okay, so here we are on the first outing expedition this year for 2025. Not a lot of people on this one because it's a pretty hardcore off-trail hike, and they were probably wise not to show up because it's pretty rough on the constitution of the body. So here's a view looking as we're hiking up, probably 45 degrees almost. We came up that, and obviously it probably looks worse in person. But anyway, it will flatten out somewhat, and we'll have a good view. We should have Rio later on if we can connect with him. It's always a question mark when you don't have cell phone service, but we'll do our best. And anyway, just the view hiking up. Here's Nathan. I'll just call him Nathan or whatever.
Awesome.
And yeah, we already had a couple people turn around that knew that once we got off the trail, they were already having a tough time on trail. And so I'm thinking the outing next month is going to be a lot better attended. Everybody knows that you can basically drive to that one, and if your vehicle won't make it, it's just a mile hike in the rest of the way. But it's very far into the wilderness, but you can drive right to it. So, okay, that's all for now. Well, here we are further up. It's finally leveled off. I think this is kind of about where I usually stop and film and say it's leveled off. But we'll just keep heading up here. Nice breeze. It's really been hot and humid. Seems like it can almost rain if it's not too hot. But the breeze is a welcome change up here. So. Okay. Well, here we are again, just heading on up. Some pretty big trees over there. I think we came across maybe the area that had the structures in the past. If that's the case, it was all torn up. Maybe I'll take a video later on. I wasn't sure if that was it or not. But don't see the same thing, configuration there as in years past, if that was the area. Anyway, just keep going upward here. So here's some weird leans. I don't know if it's natural or not. Just gonna film it. You have those that kind of travel up there. Pretty big, heavy duty things. Anyway, just making a note of it. So we maybe have a little homage tree, homage, whatever you want to call that. Several things leaning up there. And I don't know if it's natural, but you got at least three all going right up into a teepee-like shape there. Sorry, the sun was right there. And further down here, looks like there's some funny stuff too. Let's see what we got going on here. Yeah, weird. That is definitely weird. Got an X, and another little X here on the ground. So, yeah, possible sign. And, try to let you decide whether it's legitimate or not. But definitely interlocks perfectly if you look at it closely. Not only do you have this leaning on this, you got a little bitty notch here that locks it tight. So that seems like intelligent design to me right there. Anyway, just worth noting. Here's the teepee thing up again from this angle. Right there. Yeah, a little bit weird. Okay, I'm going to shake this a little bit just to show that it's how tightly locked it is. So just, it's not going anywhere. It's better than glue. Oh, and you even got this like right over here. Look at this. On this side, it's like slightly bent back, so it like is again wedged on this side. So it's not just laying on there, it's like a, been wedged in there, both sides. Alright, so we've split up for a moment here on the forest shelf, primordial forest shelf, and we're just going to kind of converge at the top here. Once we get to higher elevation, it comes to a point. So as I said earlier, we've split up, and we're just going to kind of converge as we come to the point, higher elevation here at the primordial forest shelf. I have a walkie-talkie, and the channel I'm on, I think someone else is using it, so Nate's got the other walkie-talkie portable radio. So anyway, we'll see how it goes here. I'm just going to leave this on for a little bit. Oh, someone's trying to do something on there. Let me see, turn the volume down a little bit. Ridiculous. Interrupt everything. Okay, I don't have it up just a little bit. I hope. Alright. It's going to start heading up here again. We've just been at the little pocket in here that's fairly flat. But as I said in the past, the upper and lower portion are pretty steep.
Person in the other car needs to be shuttled. The one truck I paid for? Yeah.
I guess they're trying to turn people away at the parking. I don't know what they're doing. It sounds like it.
I found an abandoned cache over here. There's like a bunch of buckets and pots and pans and stuff.
Oh, so that's Nate. Let's see what he did. Okay, you pretty high up, or more just to the left, or?
Yeah, I'm to the left of you. I don't know if there's much to see, but I'm just rooting through it to see if there's anything good.
Okay, does it look like miners, or can you even tell just some campers? Or?
It's weird that there's buckets. There's a lot of big, like 5-gallon buckets. I mean, not a lot, but let's see, there's at least 4.
Huh, so it sounds like someone's prospecting. If it's, I'm assuming they're plastic ones, some, not too ancient.
Well, they're kind of old. They're all like falling apart, but yeah, they're not like that old. There's a bunch of ammunition up here.
Ammunition?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm still digging through.
So it's used up ammunition, or like stashed rounds of live ammunition?
It looks like it's stashed. It used to be in a box, but now the box is gone.
Really? Okay. That's weird to have out here on forest land, or whatever it is. I'm kind of in an area where that's weird to have out on forest land. I'm in an area where there's some weird X's and things. I don't know, it could be natural, but a lot of deadfall. I don't know, it's probably just because it's on the edge of the, where it kind of drops off, so I don't know. But I'll head your direction. I'll take a photo here and head your way.
10-4.
Where is the upfront overflow to that?
I don't know if you hear the lady there talking I don't know if they can hear us. Kind of a weird conversation if they can hear what we're talking about.
I usually park Camry, so the up front overflows are relatively.
But whatever it is, we're picking up their
Really, do you have better
conversation
front overflow?
probably over a mile away. I bet it's because we're so high elevation, so they can't hear us. I don't know. I'm hoping the channel we're on, we're sharing the same channel.
It's just like a left turn. Yeah, send them across the parking lot.
Kind of sounds like Forest Service trying to manage the weekend traffic or something. Down this area has a couple of hiking trails. We're off trail pretty far, but not that far. But where we're at, nobody usually would go to because it's on a forest shelf. So anyway, I'm gonna take us some photos of this. Could be natural, could be not, could be whatever. So all right. There's a little view out there. Kind of closer to the, we'll say the right cliff edge of the forest shelf, heading back towards the center where Nate is. I guess you heard on the walkie-talkie that sounds like someone has a stash of something out here. Maybe it's like a doomsday prepper or something, or odd place to have it, because actually it's probably a kind of ingenious place, because you would think no one would come up here normally, unless maybe the occasional crazy Sasquatch investigator or something. Anyway, it's cut off on all sides. There's only one way in. It's surrounded by cliffs and a little knife-edge peak if you want to keep going up. Alright, just going to turn this off. It's a little Indian paintbrush. Usually it's reddish, but this is orange. It's the first time I've ever seen orange Indian paintbrush. I guess it's Indian paintbrush. Maybe just not enough sun there. Who knows? The shelf is kind of separated from everything else, so who knows if something can mutate here over the millennia. Oops, here's Nate again. Yeah, this isn't Nathan Rio, it's another Nate. Whom we're all friends with. Yes, Roger Lolco or something like that, 10-4. Can you hear me?
Did you hear that?
Yeah, whoop. Can you hear me on the phone?
Yeah, I can hear you. How close are you?
Oh, several, maybe like 100 yards. I don't know. I'm not sure. But I can hear you, so I'm heading that way. My guess is maybe the people we hear are down lower, and it sounds like they're Forest Service trying to control the weekend traffic or something, and maybe we can hear them. They can't hear us because we're higher elevation, and we can hear them further. I'm hoping we're not hearing a whole conversation, but anyway, who knows?
Yeah, that was my thought too.
Okay. You just revealed the Doomsday Prepper's bullet stash or ammo box.
I don't know why this is here. It's almost like somebody died. Like, I don't know why somebody would bring this up here.
Well, if you want no one to ever discover it, normally, I mean, I wouldn't think people would. It's cut off from the world except for one way in, so who knows?
Yeah, there's just like a random assortment of stuff. Like, I don't know. There's like some food, some freeze-dried food. There's like very minimal camping stuff. and there's a bunch of buckets. Really weird. And then there's like some hand tools, like there's like a little rusted up saw and some pliers and a bunch of water bottles.
I wonder if they're like just had a little place if they needed to go out in the middle of nowhere and hide out for a little bit. Like an outlaw, I don't know. What used to do in the 1800s, no idea.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
Well, should be there soon. Seeing weird things, kind of just leans and things, not that big weird. But, all right. Well, I guess you heard that conversation. Am I still filming? Yep. Sorry if the video was all wonky to the side. I wasn't paying as much attention there. But I guess he's just giving details of the stash he found out here. Yeah, I haven't explored this area thoroughly. Just usually go right up to the top, circle right back on down, get in this, taking the scenic stuff, document a few structures. So maybe I'll be up here a little bit more, longer time, length of time today. Sorry if I'm labor breathing. It's just, we're probably above 9,000 feet and it's just not level ground and happens. Try to not get too close when I'm huffing and puffing. Another just random lean bark strip tree, old, perfectly on the one tree that happens to be there. Yeah, this is a nice forest up here. Another tree lane. Nothing too, crazy, just tree lanes. They're common, but well, some big trees up here too. Not every tree, but there are some big ones. Pretty big for out west here. Oh, there he is. See you. Okay. Okay, he's right down here. Is this the stash area?
You have a can opener, you got lots of freeze-dried berries.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So is it like in a tree trunk or something?
It's in a 10 can. The labels are gone, so who knows what's in them, but still.
Oh,
It's like a logical place. It's
yeah, just in the middle of nowhere. I mean, just right out in the open, kind of.
yeah.
Let's go look at it for a minute. Oh, it's starting to rust.
On the front was what I wanted. One thing I cared too much about.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's kind of hard to get to, but it's still right out in the open. It's pretty beat up as far as the buckets are concerned.
Yeah, they've been here for a few years.
Well, this is like all tore up.
Just like a onion bag, I think. That's what it is.
Yeah, it's like a heavy grade material of some sort.
Yeah.
Everything's all torn up. I guess this tarp is in good condition. Well, if considering everything else is torn up.
Yeah.
The plastic, it looks like something wailed on the plastic or just cracked.
Well, this is potatoes. We got potato gems.
Take that home and try it out. No, I was joking.
I might. These aren't cheap.
Things have to get really bad before I try that. But, yeah. Water bottles.
I'd eat it.
Oh, there's something. On the bottom here is a person's name.
Oh, really?
Jillian Stewart. G-Lan or something like that. I don't know.
Dylan?
Dylan. I think it's a J, but you can look at it. J. Maybe it's a J. Lan. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. This is Dylan.
Doesn't have.
Looks like a D.
That's not a J? I don't know.
It looks like a D that part of it's been wiped off.
Maybe. Oh, maybe. I don't know.
Dylan Stewart.
So we even got a saw. It's all rusty.
Doesn't open.
Doesn't. Oh, you tried it? Okay.
Yep.
You got a saw. It doesn't open. Maybe they were doing something and Sasquatch came across them and they left abruptly, and this is the aftermath. No, I'm just kidding. That's the more dramatic, fanciful thing, but probably not.
Maybe they never left.
They never left. Oh no. This is all that remains.
Yep, exactly.
The rest was eaten or thrown off a cliff. Or David Politis, we need to tell David now. So. I guess I probably shouldn't touch it, but yeah, they got cookware.
Yeah, there's a bunch of, if you look down on the ground, there's a whole bunch of bullets.
Oh, where are they?
They kind of mixed in with the dirt.
Oh, the dirt, okay.
They probably used to be in a box, but yeah.
That would have been kind of heavy to bring some of that stuff up here.
Yeah.
Well, this still is full of water. People used steel water bottles like that a lot in the 90s, I think, or something, before they, I don't know, it's hard really to tell. I still have one, but who knows when it dates to.
Well, these could have been up here a while. These potato gems are best by February of 2025. And don't these last like 20 years?
Yeah, basically. I'll have to check. I think we might have some at home. We'll have to see what the
What is the bottom say?
or ask AI what the expiration date is on something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
2040.
Best by 2040.
Okay, maybe it's not. Maybe potato gems don't last as long. I don't know.
Well, this one, I think it has a lot and a date when it was made. I can't. Lot 28 April 15. I don't know if that means it's made 2015 or what.
Yeah, could be.
I don't know.
Well, when we get lost here tonight, we can come back and get dinner.
Yeah, we got some potato pearls or whatever they were.
Yep.
Potato gems.
Whatever's in here, Mystery food.
I guess we can't tell what that is.
Could be anything.
Yeah, it's still sealed.
Do you have a can up there in that bag?
Where?
In your bag?
I don't think I do.
P38.
I didn't bring one because I
didn't bring any.
I had a multi thing at home, but I didn't bring that.
Oh yeah, here's the bullets.
Oh, yeah. Let's see what we got here. Oh, those are,
Are they 30-30s maybe?
it could maybe we should turn off our thing
Yeah.
for a moment.
Leave one of them on in case Rio
Okay.
calls.
They kind of look like Russian rounds to me. They look like 10.62 by 39. But I can't see well enough to see the... I'll save one for later and look at the end with the microscope or a magnifying glass.
Oh, here's a...
Hopefully it won't go off in my pocket. I don't know. Let me get one that's really clear. That one's pretty clear.
The buckets are what's weird. Like, it almost seems like a mining thing, but it doesn't seem like the place where you do mining.
Yeah.
There's no exposed rock anywhere. It's just all dirt.
Well, yeah, on the edges there's a little rock on the rims, but I don't think the geology is quite right.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it.
That's a big old horsefly or something. Well, I'll save this one and look at it later, see if it's 223 or Russian or what it is.
Yeah, it's kind of weird, huh?
Yeah, that's weird to find. If Rio makes up, we'll have to show it to him. I kind of like this pot, but it's too heavy though. $1.99. It has still has the thing on it.
DI.
Maybe. Let's see.
Frying pan with the tag on it from the DI.
Is it the? I can't tell. Maybe. There's a one of those little square barcode things. Maybe it's not that. I don't know. Some of the stuff looks older than the other parts of it. Well,
We're seeing some stuff over there.
I was right up on the edge. I can show you a photo, but I think it's mainly because it was near the edge and just the... Uh-oh. Did I lose my phone? Hold on here.
What are you up to? We're just on top of the mountain wondering what your plans were for the night.
Hello?
Can you hear me? Hello? Can you hear me?
Hi, yeah. Oh, yeah, what's up?
Oh, was just wondering what your plans were for the night. Are you gonna come up here?
Are you up there now?
Yeah, we're on top of the mountain right now.
Are you up there right now?
Yeah.
How are the woods looking?
Yeah, there's stuff up here for sure.
Nice.
Yeah, it's...
Did you make it up to the flat part yet? Up at the top?
Yeah, we just got up, I think we're up to the flat part, right?
Yeah, there's a little like pocket in there. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, we're up there. Yeah. So we're just like making our way along the shelf right now. But it sounds like you're still home. You're probably not heading up, are you?
I'm home because my Kara just got here to pick up the kids, so
Yeah.
I couldn't really, it was late, so
That's fine.
I probably won't be able to come up. Maybe tomorrow though.
That's fine. We were just wondering what you were doing. So
Are you gonna camp?
no, we're coming back tonight.
Okay.
Yeah.
This one's not as well
Okay, man.
attended. I can't hear me.
I'll see you around, okay?
Okay, see you around, man. Bye. Yeah, I didn't think you'd come.
Okay. Yeah, it sounds like his weekends are going to be pretty busy. Wonder why he arranged for them on the weekends. I guess that's what he felt was best, or what arrangement he could get.
It's kind of a good, I don't know, it's kind of a good deal, I think, if you're a dad and you get the weekends, because then you can have a 9-to-5 job. And,
yeah, I guess you can do fun stuff with him still.
yeah, and then you do the fun stuff on the weekend.
So Nate was pointing out that this stick right here, it's inverted. It's like jabbed into the ground, and it's so the fat end is up there. I don't know if you can see it that well.
And I don't know where it would have fallen. Like,
So here's the fat end, and then it just goes down to the narrow end, and yeah, it's jabbed in the ground. So that's weird. That's not natural, I'd say. So yeah, some weird things here and there going on. Right. View we have going on up here. When we get up a little higher, we'll see more of the mountain that's covered in snow.
okay.
And yep. So we're on one kind of cliff side of the forest shelf. You can see the mountain view in the distance. Foggy today. It's probably a little bit of forest fire smoke still lingering. There's various fires in the west here. I think your wife sent a meme out or something while I was trying to do something on the phones.
Yeah, I saw that.
The thing pops up. I believe I was here earlier today. Not sure if this is the same thing though. It's very similar if it wasn't. I don't know, but this tree is... Maybe it's not the same thing, I don't know, because I don't remember the tree being inverted. There's a big fat end of the tree up there, and the skinny end is down here. But that's maybe the area is at before. We're trying to find my phone actually, so alright, signing off here. Because you have nice lighting, and yeah, so this is Nate meditating at the close of the day, contemplating his life choices. No, I'm just joking. He's doing better at life choices than I am, I'm sure. But yeah, we're just resting here. We couldn't find my phone, so I'm probably have to figure out where it pinged last and come back out here another time. I'll give you all the details of how I'll find it. Okay, I just was taking the nice lighting there. Another kind of clearing. Some of the thicker underbrushed areas. It's just too hard to run this thing and not step all over everything. But anyway, we're heading to the other cliffside to get that view. We already got the one view. I'll try to get the other one here. So this part's for Rio. This is the right side, or excuse me, the left side of the forest shelf. As you can hopefully see, it's pretty dark in here. It's still somewhat spread out, but the trees are big, blocking the sun, so it's pretty dark. All right, bigger trees. Here's the forest shelf, and we'll have a view right up here in a moment. Just gonna photo this. And this is the other cliff where we have a nice view as well. I guess I won't say the names of the peaks in this just because people sometimes get upset if I reveal where the Sasquatch area is. So I won't do that, I guess, today. But if you're from Utah, you may be able to figure out where we're at. Cause you study the map and know the terrain and the mountain peaks. This is Nate. Not Nathan Rio, but the other Nate, I guess you could say. The one who was able to make it. Rio couldn't make it, unfortunately. He has his children until about 6 p.m. today. But maybe we'll see him in the future on another outing. There's the valley far below. And yeah, maybe we'll see if we can get up there and get a good view in a moment. Here, we'll see. Tried it before. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. It's kind of sketchy up there. Well, that looks really... It looks really red in person, kind of deep orange, which I think is pretty washed out. Then way in the distance, that must be the Great Salt Lake. Salt Lake Valley, they're up really high. It's the only thing I could imagine it would be. But yeah, we're on the shelf, the very upper end of the shelf. And Nate went one way, I went the other way. I guess he's going to head on back down. And we'll see what he found. I mean, I'm trying to get up higher here, so this is about high as I could go. And sorry, they have that walkie-talkie on. So you get a little of the mountain view out that way with the mountain covered peaks. And then if I flip over to this side, you kind of see, get another mountain view over here. You kind of see how it narrows out up top here. Oh, there's Nate. I better respond to him. Alright, let me sign out. There's the view again out there. Obviously.
Just wanted to do a panorama. I'm out on this point where I can see a full 360 degrees around me. Amazing. One of the better views I've ever seen.
FM radio for a second. I was just saying area, but not the other one. So.
There's the sunset where we started. But he shared a story with me. Well, he said that they've seen kind of what's coming up for us. And I don't want to say it because they don't know exactly how it's going to work out. But basically it's terrifying. And there's going to be really hard times for the government.
Yep. Sounds about right. Oh yeah, I am. But if you want me to cut it, I can.
Yeah, whatever.
I think everybody kind of has an idea that something's not quite right.
Yeah, I mean, what they've said is, basically financial ruin, and there's going to be some kind of governmental change coming up, and things are going to get really, really bad before they get better.
Yep, I think a lot of people have said that exact thing, so that's vague enough that I don't think anybody's going to fault you for saying that.
Yeah, everybody kind of sees.
It sounds like they're another witness to what other people have seen.
Right. But, and they're trying to find ways to prepare their people. And what they've said is basically you should look to the world like you have nothing. You are not special. But then share when you can. And he shared the story with me of when he was a kid, he grew up in Oregon at the base of Mount St. Helens.
Okay.
And he lived there, I think he was 18, he said, when it erupted.
Uh-huh.
And they didn't have any warning. The mountain just blew up. And, he wasn't close enough to where they were incinerated. But he said that there was so much ash.
Yeah, I bet they're breathing. I mean, that could kill you almost.
Yeah, they said there was so much ash that you couldn't, you couldn't drive cars or any vehicles because it was just too deep. There was 6 foot of ash in places. And it was falling all the time. And he said, so even if you could clear a way to get your car through, which would be very hard, you could only run the engine for about 20 minutes before the filters became so clogged the engine would move.
Yeah, yep.
And so they couldn't go anywhere. They were stuck there. They said in the city there was a river that kind of cut it in half. So there's two sides, maybe there were 2 separate cities, one on each side. And he said that there was a ward in each city. And on the one side where he lived, he said what they did, they said they both sides prepared for the emergency in very much the same way. They had everybody, all the members of the church, bring all their food storage and whatever they had and bring it to the church building, and they put it in the gym. But the difference was that on South Highway side of the river, they said that anyone from the community, regardless of whether you're a member or whether you contributed or anything, you can come and take what you need. They gave freely of everything. There was no guards at the door making sure people were doing what they were supposed to do. There was just giving and understanding.
Was he, just to ask a question real quick, was he raised anywhere near a, what do you call it, reservation, or was it later on that he kind of joined that type of, got his Indian name, just to be clear?
No, I don't think it's that many. There wasn't a lot of Native American.
Okay, so this is just... Alright.
And so they basically had everybody. looted, and every single member of the Elders Quorum was gunned down and killed.
Gunned down?
Yeah.
Whoa. Big difference.
And when they found the bodies, and they said that I think it was about 30 days that they were there without any food or any relief from anybody. They were on their own.
Mm-hmm.
And during that time, after like a week, people were literally eating themselves on that side, or eating each other on that side of the room.
Yeah, right.
After a week, it was like, it was cannibalism.
That's pretty much how it would get, or if people, grocery stores are empty for long enough.
What's that?
It's pretty much how it would get, again, if the grocery stores are empty long enough.
Yep, exactly. And
So I wonder if they had less overall, or it was just the fact that they decided to guard it and everybody psychologically just had to get at it and grab it for their own, right?
yep, I think that's why because they weren't willing to give, they gave all the people who hadn't prepared the community no choice but to resort to violence in order to survive.
Yeah, yes.
And so they killed them. And here's the ironic part. They killed the Elders Quorum, and in the scuffle, I guess, they set the building on fire accidentally.
Accidentally.
And it burned up
I don't know
all
how
the
much
food.
accident.
It burned up everything, so nobody got anything out of
Oh, wow.
it. And when relief came, and they found the people who had been, the Elders Quorum members who had been gunned down that were guarding the place,
Yeah.
the government swept it under the rug. The church swept it under the rug.
Yeah.
Because it made everybody look bad, but the official cause of death was smoke inhalation.
Smoke inhalation.
They
Ah,
were riddled with bullet holes.
that sounds like governments and people in position not wanting to lose their position.
Right. So the moral of the story is that if you share openly, there can be peace.
So you wouldn't think you'd have a better chance because you'd be afraid to share, maybe because, you know, at least that would be my instinct, because you would think that it wouldn't be anything for you, you can give to all the other people, but with human nature kicking in, the alternative was worse.
Right.
In this case, much worse.
Right, exactly. And, you know, we're told to...
I think I heard something like that somewhere, where someone saw that in the future that the people who gave, you know, the Lord, you know, like the scriptural accounts where the woman gave her last, you know, loaf of bread or something, you know, to the prophet, that, you know, they, lo and behold, they'd have more in their pantry, and more and more. Right. Anyway, I don't know if, you know, everybody would have that amount of faith, but that's kind of the same concept, just more miraculous.
Right.
Everybody was helped and nobody was selfish. The base principle.
But at the same time, you don't want to, like, invite people to come and steal.
Yeah. They might gun you down anyway.
I mean, if everyone's in need, and you've got just enough for you and your family, you probably don't want to do things like run your generator and have the lights on when there are no other lights anywhere else, or, you know, be having a barbecue outside.
Yeah, on day 30, you don't want to, like, smell like bacon everywhere. And stuff, yeah.
Right. You probably shouldn't be gaining weight during this time either, you know?
Yeah, you probably want to look pretty run down and maybe even try to look diseased so people leave you alone. I don't know.
You want to give what you can, but yeah, you want to blend in.
Yeah, the gray man concept, yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to look like a rich guy.
Yeah, the first people to get their houses ransacked probably be the ones that look like they, you know, a bigger home, and yeah, that's the way I think.
Yeah. Probably. And I don't know when all this will happen, but I think it'll happen sometime.
Yeah, it's getting closer all the time, I'm sure. Yeah. You've heard of Bishop Coyle, right? The guy with the green line in Salem, Utah. You've heard some of his, like, end-day prophecies?
I have.
Yeah. There's one I've probably told you before. I'll just say it real quick. Where he says, and it, it kind of, well, I'll just repeat it. Basically, he says there's a time where the stock market will keep going higher and higher, and as if everything is up on stilts. And then one day, just basically overnight, I think he said it was actually over a holiday that falls on, I can't remember if it was a Monday or a weekend or something like that. It all collapsed, just I guess dollar collapse type thing, and then it would happen during a time when a Republican president would get in and be feverishly doing everything to try to stabilize the economy and get it running again, and then the president is killed. And then he said what happens next after that rates 4-inch headlines on the newspapers. Of course, back then it was newspapers. I don't know if that, but basically it sounds like maybe take advantage of the time to do some type of war type activity. I don't know, but anyway, so that could fit what's the administration right now. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's something he said probably 1930s.
Yeah, very well could. I was really curious to see what was going to happen with Edward Eagle prophecy, but
yeah, people were saying we maybe avoided that timeline, or I don't know, or it's misinterpreted, or even the guy who was promoting it said that it's, I don't know, my understanding is it's past, or according to his interpretation.
Well, yeah, I don't know. I mean, who knows? Because, like, the rest of the prophecy lines up perfectly, and I don't know. Like, it obviously didn't come to pass the way that was written down, but it's so weird that, like, every other president lined up with the eagle heads, and it fits perfectly.
Yeah, I don't know enough about it, but maybe it could still happen. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, there's other ways that you can interpret it, sure.
Well, just like actually a little trail here, almost like an animal trail.
Very well trodden.
I think it's actually just hooves, but I can't tell for sure.
There's nothing to find on the other.
I do remember, I think vaguely, well, I can't remember. Maybe I did come across something like this. It's really soft, so that I think happens when you get a lot of hooves pounding and stuff. Like pine, Okay, so I'm back up here again, alone, just by myself, which is what alone means. And I'm trying to find my phone. I have a GPS coordinate, and I'm not quite there yet, but I found the structure that I found here in years past. We did not find it yesterday, and I assumed it had been completely demolished. It has been changed. I don't know if it's just fallen down, but it's still recognizable. This is the spot, so I'm just going to film it here, and all I have is a phone I'm borrowing. And so sorry about the quality of the video. But that's quite a change. I'll have to compare it to what it was before. But they're really making use of that, what's left of that live tree there. It just seems odd that more and more seems to just be shoved up on. Anyway, that's interesting. I'll take a photo from right about here is where I've taken the photos in the past. There's another log right up here. Look at that stump, kind of a high stump. It's like it's sheared off at an angle, and they have a tree right on top of it. I think it's leaning on it, maybe just a optical illusion. Let's see. Oh, just an optical illusion. See, you have to investigate thoroughly. Anyway, it's still interesting. Yeah, I can do a whole lot of analysis here. Got Gotta still get my phone and get out today before the sun goes down. But anyway, I'll take a photo right here. Looks pretty gnarly still. Alright, back up a little bit and I'll do my photo.